Sorry, you guys. I took one look at how much time I had left on my phone, memory-wise, and I looked at it and I was like, holy crap, I've only got 10 minutes left of footage. So, I went and I deleted it. And having said that, welcome you guys to day... Hold up. It didn't break! Yes, it didn't break. I'm going to put that away. I'm putting the banjo down. That way, I'm not interrupted on day 171 of my vlogging experience here in the state of Florida. That's like only 11 days from doing it for 6 months straight. Go me. But you guys, in respect and celebration of the fall/Halloween season, I know yesterday I really didn't celebrate it, but tonight we are continuing this celebration. And I thought we would recite more poetry of mine. If you all thought the last poetry reading that I did was good, let me know in the comments below. That's why I call myself the Dream Poet. And really, writing has always been my backbone, even though I made a YouTube channel with 103 subscribers. Let's make it 1,000. But having said that, you guys, I think we will go over, like we did last time, 3 different poems. And, well, all I can say is, let's get it started. Today, 171, let's do it. Alrighty, the next poem to start this off is titled, Down on the Dock. A cold, icy sting of ecstasy radiated from the hair of the arms on the old friend. A cold, icy sting of ecstasy radiated from the hair of my arms to the old man's frame on the back of my neck, chilling as I held you by the edge of the dock, watching the autumn sunset and looking to the lake that drained for the winter. Too late was it that our souls first touched. Too late was it that our eyes first interlocked in the heat of the summer moment, eyes piercing each other's dreamy hearts, focused on every fiber that made us alive as a spirit, falling fast like eagles like fall out of the sky that mate for life. And we fell, falling, 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 as our talents fused together with every deep emotion known to the soul, falling, 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 downward from the heavens, falling, 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 until it was too late and we collided with the earth. The winter has come. I sit here alone by the empty lake. Regret I live with the sorrow. I wait till death takes my beating heart. I will never forget you with every moment we shared down there on the dock. Now, there was a very interesting story with this one. It was about 5 years ago that all this happened, and it started with a girl, of course. This poem is actually based on someone I know, and a situation that happened. I really don't talk to this person anymore for reasons. Some days I do miss her, and some days I'm curious as how she's doing, but this goes back to a moment in my life that I legitimately sat there down on my family's dock and just contemplating, wishing that I had taken an opportunity, and maybe the current situation would be different than it is now. But having said that, let's continue onward. I am actually going to do one that I recently wrote, and it's pretty good, especially for those horror folks. Let's do it. He called himself the ferryman, his eyes a beady shriveled white that peered out upon those lonesome tracks. His wrinkled black hands pressed to the pump as he uttered with those jagged green teeth, "Get on the cart, boy. You're done." The forests along the rails were a hue of black and white, as the wind blistered through the dead trees as the moonlight glowed and the night went cold, and I relucted to ride the trolley with the ferryman as he uttered, "Get on the cart, boy. You're done." The trolley squeaked and squealed through the mountainside, across the winding wooden bridges that connected the hills and the trolley. Squeaked and squealed through the ghost towns. Along the tracks I heard the ferryman utter, "Get on the cart, boy. You're done." If he is the reaper, I made a mistake. I thought the ferryman would be a rigid skull, with a scythe within his bony hands. But no, he was an old man who snorted meth in a shanty, holding on to life by a thread. I saw him smile. "Get on the cart, boy. You're done." His blind eyes stared back into mine, his nubby teeth grimacing as he knew my fate. The trolley halted beside a rugged shack. He pointed his fingers to the door and snarled, I found a mob of 3 men with bats in their hands. To the next addict who wandered the tracks, the ferryman pointed, "Get on the cart, boy. You're done." I hope you all enjoy the darkness in that poem. I apologize for uttering. This one is very much new to me, and just reciting it and getting the wording down, it's been a little bit challenging, but I do like how the words tie together really well. As well as this poem, I feel really ties in an interesting story. A lot of inspiration has come from this season that we are in right now. And really me just thinking about home, where I am originally from, in the mountains of Tennessee. And if you think about it, I mean, it just has that vibe of a mountain folktale, of a ghost story, especially with a new age twist to it, because I feel like back in the day that drug addiction was not, well, I take that back. I mean, drug addiction has always been a thing, but I just feel that this is somewhat different. I mean, you all can quote me for it. I mean, in the comments below, let me know, you guys. I mean, I really want to know your opinion. I mean, I love writing, and I'm really pressing to get this first book of mine published. And I want to know, please, even if it's hitting me on the head and swearing at me up and down, critiquing me, let me know. And for this last poem of mine, it's quite a doozy. This one I wrote in the winter of 2014, and you all will just have to hear it for yourselves. The poem is titled, "The Demon of the Rails." A half-sickle moon pierces the lonely night, casting a still silver glow over the murky Mississippi River below. Over a bridge that has long had any passenger on its rails, not a soul of an engine has made a trip in years. The river is stained in oil. The corpses of locomotives lay rusting away in the embalming clay. It is a graveyard of hulking, twisted metal. Locomotives crashed right off the tracks due to the blame of faulty rails. Rails put into place by the slaves, crying out for freedom in the old Civil War days. In thought, the rails have not so much a blame, as the winding tracks that go on for miles all look the same. Truth be known, the land is cursed. The hellish black nights bring the conductors to madness, forcing them to go faster, igniting the intense emberous flame. The resonance of a voodoo curse brought up by the beaten slaves still harbors hatred for the white man to this day. And the haunting story of Keegan Mashburn still roams the tracks in vengeful tragedy. He walked alone, drinking a mind-numbing spirit a cold October night, sitting in the middle of the twin iron base on the bridge, chanting a grieving laughter His wife of 27 years left him. His children all had succumbed to a brutal winter a year before. He drank himself into a careless coma, undaunted that a train was coming at a swift, steam-boiling pace. A whistle blew clicketing down the tracks. He stared in a drunk glare, then got up and stumbled. A light shined far off in the darkness. "Kelly, is that you?" he yelled in an angry, belligerent slur. "Ooh, ooh," the whistle grimly blew. "Shut your mouth, you blasphemous, sinful whore." Woo! Woo! One more warning blow, the train lanterns reflected into the soulless pits of his eyes. The cowcatcher caught him, through beneath the heavy build of the steam-breathing giant. Not a moment to scream, not a moment to drink, not a moment for one more morbid chatter. The conductor perceived, 1,000 wheels shrieked. Falling freight fell from the boxcars into the river below. From the quarter-mile span, from the train to the red caboose, they found his arms, to his legs, to his organs, scattered into the framework of the bridge. His head found crushed in the cowcatcher, a drunken, emotionless smirk still mocking his wife. With their mistake, they picked up his body, piece by mangled piece, then burned him to ash on a bridge. Not another word was spoken. The murder of Keegan Mashburn was forgotten. The accident, accordingly, never happened. Under the half-sickle moon, a shadow looks to the twisted iron railroad graveyard below. The moon, in all its bright glow, cannot faze it. It is a blackness of obscenity ruling all over that is grudgingly hateful. It has no life, it has no soul, it is nothing more than a human-shaped dark hole. When the moon conceals in deep fog, the shadow grins a disgusted, disfigured smile, then laughs hysterically, like a demon wandering down the rails. I hope I didn't spook you guys. That one has always been a personal favorite of mine since I first wrote it in January of 2014, and it has been a staple in my portfolio for quite a while now. And I love retelling it. Tell you the truth, guys, I thought about honestly saving it up for later on in this fall/Halloween celebration. But I was like, you know what, for tonight, since I kind of slept in the previous vlog and I really didn't celebrate that much of the fall or Halloween season. So I figured, you know what, I'd make it up to you guys. Hope you all liked it. I hope you all enjoyed it. In the comments below, again, let me know what you think of my work. I am honestly trying to figure out where to go for future references. But thank you all so much. I'm going to bed now. I'm tired. It's been a long day. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. That will put you in the loop for daily content of my life here in the state of Florida. And stay posted, stay tuned. Keep in touch with me at Dream Poet at Facebook, as well as my Instagram and the links below. Thank you all for the love and support. Love you all very much. Peace, you guys.